The Electoral College, swing states, the race to 270. You've probably heard these phrases, but do you really know what they mean? What is the Electoral College and what is its purpose? How does it work and why do we have it? Well, the Electoral College is the process of how we elect our president, and it's based on representation. We have a representative form of government, where we elect representatives, senators, and elected officials to represent us and protect our God-given rights. We are a constitutional republic, as it states in the Constitution, not a democracy, which is mob rule by the tyranny of the majority. A pure democracy is 50% plus one person deciding on who gets rights and what they are. Our republican form of government gives a more equal and balanced representation of the country with a set of untouchable rights. We submit votes and elect presidents state by state, and not by a national popular vote. So how does it work? The number of electoral votes for each state is determined by the number of U.S. representatives plus the 2 U.S. senators. All states have equal representation through the Senate and representation by population through the House of Representatives. For example, Missouri, with 2 Senate seats and 8 congressional districts, has a total of 10 electoral votes. In all states, except for Nebraska and Maine, the candidate with the most votes in the state receives all of that state's electoral votes. So in Missouri, if 1.8 million vote for the Republican candidate and 1.2 million vote for the Democrat, all of the 10 Missouri electoral votes go to the Republican candidate. For Nebraska and Maine, they've taken a different approach. Using the congressional district method, these states allocate 2 electoral votes to the state popular vote winner, and then 1 electoral vote to the popular vote winner in each congressional district. This creates multiple popular vote contests in the states, which could lead to a split electoral vote, like what happened in 2020, where Nebraska sent 4 votes for the Republican and 1 for the Democrat. After the votes are submitted, each state elector travels to their state capital, where in December, the votes are counted and certified. Those certified counts are then submitted to the U.S. Senate. On January 3rd, the new Congress convenes. Then on January 6th, the Senate counts the electoral votes and officially announces the winner. Then on January 20th, the winning president is inaugurated and the term of the newly elected president begins. So why is it needed? The Electoral College decentralizes control over the election. There are 51 separate elections held each year, 1 in each state and 1 in Washington, D.C. This way, power is spread out at the state level, not the federal level. This ensures every state has a voice. State election codes differ from state to state with regard to voter registration, felon voting, early voting, and recounts. Elections are best managed by each individual state. As the 10th Amendment to the Constitution instructs, if a power is not specifically granted to the federal government, the power and responsibility is left to the states. The Electoral College represents all of the states and encourages national campaigning. If we were to elect our president strictly by popular vote, the candidates would only campaign, spend time, and focus on issues affecting cities with large populations. Smaller cities and states would have less influence and their voices would not be equally represented. A national popular vote would effectively silence and eliminate the importance of states and give a dominating voice to cities with large populations. The Electoral College helps prevent big cities from dominating the whole campaigning and election process. Remember, we elect presidents state by state. This is how our system of federalism works. Now share this video to educate others on why we have the Electoral College and why it's important. And check out this video where we break down why we need the Constitution. We'll see you there.